We got adults in our life that act like children. You would think that they would be a little bit more mature because they're way older, but they're not. Some of it's their fault, some of it's not. But we're not going to talk about that because we're responsible for ourselves. We're not responsible for others over here. So today, we're going to talk about how to deal with adults who lack self-awareness, practical strategies. Have you ever been in a situation where someone's actions or words or whatever they said left you thinking like, how do they not know what they're doing? Like, how do you not realize what you're doing? Like, what? Today, I'm gonna share these practical strategies to handle these difficult interactions with grace and to keep your inner peace intact. Let's get it. Welcome back to Hiring Talks, y'all, where we talk about life, mental health, and culture. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video, share it, comment. It helps the algorithm. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Let's get it. First, we have to understand the root of the problem, which is the lack of self-awareness. It's important to recognize that people who lack self-awareness often don't realize that the impact they have on others. This always isn't intentional. It could be due to upbringing, personal traits, or lack of personal growth, or a combination of all three from my experience, from what I've seen. Understanding this can help you approach these situations with empathy instead of frustration. Remember, their behavior is more about them than it is about you. Let me say that one more time. Somebody needed to hear that right there. Somebody needed to hear that. I'm gonna say it one more time. Their behavior is more about them than it is you. It doesn't make it acceptable, but you got to understand that. All right, so what you need to do is set clear boundaries and protect your peace. One of the most effective ways to deal with someone who lacks self-awareness is to set clear boundaries. This isn't about being harsh or confrontational. It's about communicating your needs respectfully. For example, if someone frequently interrupts you, you need to calmly let them know that you need to finish your thoughts. If we're going to have this conversation, it needs to be mutual respect. You can't let people treat you any type of way or just feel like they can do anything to you or treat you any type of way, no matter what they are to you, how they're related to you, or how much older they are to you. You have to show them that you have boundaries and you have to respect yourself. By establishing boundaries, you protect your own well-being and set the tone for healthier interactions. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is practicing detachment. Don't take it personally. When dealing with individuals who are unaware of their behavior, it's crucial to practice detachment. That basically means don't take their actions personally. You're gonna be sitting up mad at somebody and they not even gonna care what they doing, or they don't even know because they lack self-awareness. So don't take it personally. Have your boundaries, but don't take it personally. Their lack of self-awareness isn't a reflection of your worth or value. It's a reflection of where they are in their journey. Some people just don't grow up. Just because you 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever, that don't mean you just right by default. You know, doesn't mean they're mature. Some people just don't grow up, bro. Some people just lack self-awareness, you know, but what goes around comes around. They gonna get theirs, or they'll come to the realization. But hey, you're not God. You can't force anybody to do anything, you know. I'm not saying you have to walk around with no emotion, but don't let someone live rent-free in your head, or live rent-free in your heart, or live rent-free in your spirit, especially when you know they're in the wrong. Some people just have issues. They do. That's just the way of life. And hopefully they grow. But everybody has to face themselves someday. So you reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. However you want to look at it. Whatever. Next point. Offer constructive feedback when appropriate. So if the relationship is important to you and you feel like it's an appropriate moment, offer constructive criticism or offer constructive feedback. Everybody can't take constructive feedback, especially people from the older generation. They think just because I told you so, it is what it is, but you could be wrong for many years, or you could be wrong. Just because you're older doesn't mean you're just technically right or right by default. So if they're open to hear it and they have the emotional intelligence to have that conversation, then do that. But if not, let people be in peace being wrong somewhere else. Go somewhere else with that. It doesn't matter who you are. That's not happening over here. You know what I mean? So yeah, approach the conversation with kindness and focus on how the behavior affects you rather than making it about their character. When you tell them how it made you feel, they should take a different perspective on it, but some people are just extremely narcissistic. So hey, we just talked about that. You can only control what you can control. But that's the proper way to do it, because it's about your inner peace, and it's about your peace of mind, and it's about your mental health. You know, so hey, for example, you could say something like, I feel unheard when I'm interrupted. It makes our conversations less effective. Can we work on this together? Really generic, but you know, you get the point. I gave a really generic example, but you get what I'm saying. That's the concept. That's the concept of it. That can open up dialogue and open up a possibility for positive change. So, all right, y'all, in summary, dealing with adults who lack self-awareness can be very, very challenging. I understand. But by understanding their behavior, setting boundaries, practicing detachment, or in other words, not taking it personally, and offering constructive feedback when needed, can navigate these situations with grace. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment below, let me know what you think, share the video, like the video, and make sure you stay tuned. I got more content on the way. I got more things coming, most definitely. I appreciate you coming to the video, watching it, and I hope you really found it helpful. Remember, maintaining your peace is a priority, and make sure you're handling challenging people, especially adults, even if they're close to you, with wisdom, so you can move forward in a positive direction. This is Hiring Talks, where we talk about life, mental health, and culture, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.